is International Bodyboarding Day, and the Vintage Bodyboard Collectors Facebook group got all this going, and it prompted me to connect with an old friend of mine who happens to be the creator of our sport, the inimitable and infamous Tom Morey.
Nice
Tom,
job.
shake my hand
Do
here,
it
buddy.
again, man. One more time.
You like that intro, huh?
Oh, more praise. Yeah, keep it on.
Well, we're super honored to be here with you. We're in beautiful San Clemente, California, where we both happen to live.
Right.
I've had the pleasure of knowing Tom and his wife, Marsha, since about 1982, for quite a long time.
And both that big.
Yes, and we've been through some really fun times over the years.
That's right. That's right.
And you know, it's been an honor to know you and to listen to your stories and your tales of the surfing world that you've come from, and you know, your inventions, which aren't just the boogie. There's so many inventions that you've had, but I digress. So
Yes.
we have a lot of questions. I won't bombard you with questions.
Tackle them.
Okay, so let's tackle a few of those questions, which Vicky has. She's behind the camera right now.
Hi,
I
Vicky.
posted. She says hi. Tomorrow is International Bodyboard Day, and it was all started by Vintage Bodyboard Collectors. It's a Facebook group with 14,000 plus members, all of whom have devoted at least some corner of their life, myself included, to riding these things that you came up with so many years ago. It's created sort of an international tribe of all of us that love to do this. So it started, you know, in Kona, where you made this board right here, and it expanded and became a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, what do you think about the fact that your invention has sort of become an international phenomenon and brought people together from all these different places to celebrate tomorrow?
Here's what I think. The reason this came about is I said a Baha'i prayer that I kept coming across, which I cannot remember verbatim, but it sounds like, "Convey upon me a thought, O my God, which will turn this planet into a rose garden." I came across it here, and I'm over there, and then I'm reading a book, and there it is again. And when I read it, I believed it. I meant it. You know, it's important. If you pray and you mean it, it affects everything. It affects the universe.
So I think the most obvious question most people would have, and I know you've answered this before, but how does it feel to be the man who gave millions the vehicle to have so much fun? That's from Damien Alexander, the founder of Vintage Bodyboard Collectors.
I don't think about it. How does it feel when I finally get up and I'm going to have breakfast? I'm thinking about breakfast. So it never crosses my mind at all.
So you live in the moment, you're saying.
I try to live in the moment. I got things to take care of, and I got the future. I've done the past. That's over. That's somebody else. That's like 1971.
Right.
This is, I don't know. This is 17, 71, 81, 91, 101, 111.
Yeah, it's like 46 years, right?
46 years, whether it's 50 or 86 years, it's a long time ago. It's before your children were born, before most people would see this thing were born. It's just ancient history, and it was just one thing that I did after being in creating a new kind of a nose for the stand-up surfing, putting the first concave pocket in surfboards, inventing the competition that became the first professional surfing contest, which was nose riding. First time that was actual professional, with the contestants paid for doing something rather than judges saying they were better than the other guy.
Right.
And quite a few things, and a career in aerospace. So how does it feel? All I'm thinking about is the next thing.
So you don't dwell in the past, you
That's
think
right.
of the now and the
That's
future.
right. That's right.
But just to harken back to the past
Yes.
for 1 second,
Yes,
you have a
sir.
backrest here.
That's right.
And this happens to be the first boogie right
That's
here, the
right.
very first
That's
one that
right.
you made,
That's right.
thanks to Marsha's iron and knife and newspapers and patience. That was made back in 1971. We believe the date to be July 7th, as I recall.
I think it's, That's right.
And it is imprinted on that newspaper somewhere in there. But
the date, the 5th is imprinted on there because, and I figured a couple of days to fish that out of the trash
out
can.
of the trash.
Or maybe it was the 7th and then the 9th. You know? Who knows? Those are long time ago.
Yes, but that's an awesome story.
Oh yeah.
About how you came up with the board. And some people, they ask. There's always questions about, the whole selling of your brand to Kransko. Do you have any regrets about that? Did you do it differently?
I say basically, it's none of their business.
Okay.
It's business. It's just business. People came along. People had money. I needed money. The IRS is there always. When you're growing a business, there's not that much to take home. You're either putting it back in and developing the product or buying more inventory, and your cash flow is always in trouble. So when somebody comes along that's going to offer you a chunk of money to get out of that bind, boy, you want to take a good look at it. You don't want to sell your name off, and I have some regrets, but not too many.
Okay.
But I did sell the name, the trade name, which I trademarked, which was a great idea. I trademarked the name Morey Boogie for $10. I didn't get any patents. I had patents on things before. They're just a waste of money, a lot of money sinking into them all the time. But if you have a product that's you really care about, something new, let's say these glasses, which are nothing, just why you call up the newspaper, and they'll send out, if you can put together a pretty good story on it, they'll send out a photographer and a writer, and the writer will take whatever your misspoken language is, put that together with the photography, and we'll make a nice article. And that article guarantees you quite a few things. It guarantees that as in my case, Orange County Register, that 7 million people know that you believe that you did it, and it's dated, and it puts the 7 million people that read that, and wherever that article is sent forward onto other newspapers, it puts them all on notice that if they think that's a great idea and they want to copy it, they're going to have to compete not only with me, who's already working on it, but with any of these other 7 million people that are reading it. So they'll move on to something else. So that's been a very good thing to do.
But
yeah.
There's another side of you, Tom, that a lot of people don't know about, and that's your musical side.
Yeah.
Obviously, creativity is your thing.
Right.
And you are an accomplished drummer, jazz drummer,
yeah, that's true.
and ukulele player.
True.
Did I say that correctly for the Hawaiians?
Doesn't make any difference for a white guy. It's anything.
So you had a song that we used to do when we were on the road, Buy Yourself a Boogie, I believe, was the tune.
Boogie board.
When did you write that tune?
I don't know. I don't care
Years
about
and
the
years
dates.
ago. Yes, but that was a classic. We used to sing it.
Yeah.
We love it. Do you have an ukulele right at your feet? Do you still play?
I can still play.
Still play a couple chords?
Give me the things.
Okay, hang on. Hopefully it's in tune.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get a couple, just like a verse and a chorus of Buy Yourself a Boogie.
Do the whole thing. It's not very well tuned, but buy your boy a boogie and send him to the sea. Initiate the lad into the moving wall fraternity. Buy your gal a boogie and send her out to play. And Makapu and Rincon to Yokohama Bay. 'Cause when you're high in the crook of a hot little hook, salt spray singeing your nose, you know you ought to be home with your nose to the grindstone. But instead, you're here where the trade winds blow. Buy your mama boogie, send her out to play. Cut her loose from boredom, the waves are really great today. Teach your kids to read and write, then let them surf all day. Learning how to surf through the tooth. Learning how to surf through life rhinestone. But instead, you're here where the trade winds blow. Buy your mama Boogie and send cutter from the kitchen. Turn her out, put her out there. Teach your kids to read and write, then let them surf all day. We're going to take a pause for the train.
Yes.
Perfect timing.
The real world.
And a big finish, Tom.
Learning how to surf through life is learning that will pay. My pal, buddy. Lifetime buddy, this guy.
That's awesome, man.
All right.
You haven't missed a beat.
That was rad.
Haven't missed a beat, Tom.
I got.
Okay, so where were we? Because I'm so easily distracted by.
You were
Like
saying
a friend
about
of mine
praying.
says.
The
A
importance
friend of mine
praying.
says, you know, I am attracted by. I'm distracted by attractions, and I'm attracted by distractions.
Sounds like a vaudeville routine.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you something along those lines,
Yeah.
Tom. Indulging in surfing, or in our case,
Sure.
riding a boogie
Yeah,
or
that's
bodyboard.
surfing.
Is that bad to indulge too much in that?
Absolutely. Indulgence is the problem that mankind has, whether it's wine, surfing, skiing, or work, your career, your children, whatever it is. You have to balance between the forces of the wave moving forward, the sounds that are coming from elsewhere, like this train's coming by,
Yeah.
the wind that's blowing offshore or onshore, the changes in the tide. That's what's so beautiful about our sport, is it puts us right in there with a minimum equipment, bathing suit and the thing.
Yep. The board you're
The
on.
leash, as far as the leash is concerned, I'm sorry, I say, unless you're in a place where you're going to have to swim a long way if you lose a leash, get rid of that leash. Don't have that leash on your arm or wrist or anywhere to get caught up in it. If it was just me, I would live in the car, or I live in a boat. I wouldn't live in a house.
Simple life.
I would get that down to my sleeping bag and the fewest things that are clothing. I wouldn't have a clothes hamper. I'd have my clothes in the thing that would be the sleeping bag for my insulation. we would learn how to get along with very little in it, how to use fire and water, how to boil water and make water, how to get fish, how to spear them and catch them and eat them and clean them and do all that stuff. We've lost track of hunting and fishing. And we're into going down, even to the local store, not even to the local surf shop where you can buy the thing. No, we go to the big store.
Yeah.
That's because we can buy them wholesale, and we can use them all year and take them back and get our money back. And we're buying into that, and we're losing our abilities to do things, and we're losing our ability to speak with each other without saying like 100 times a paragraph. We're losing our ability to communicate with each other, to open and close our mouths and form thoughts and finish thoughts. And it's a sad sickness epidemic that's taking place here. Now we here go to the beach and hang out with our beach friends, and we can get along with getting cold, and we can take excessive heats.
Okay, let me ask you, I'm just going to wrap this up
Sure.
because we have a gorgeous sunset behind us.
Yeah.
What's going to be your legacy
I don't
for the world?
I don't know.
We
what
know
that
what it
means.
is for bodyboarding.
I can't think about that.
What
I
it
haven't come up with
means-
it yet.
Okay.
I haven't come up with that, which is the most important thing that I'm going to come up with.
So what do you want to be remembered for? That's what I basically
I don't
mean.
care about
You
me
don't
being
care.
remembered at all.
Okay.
I'm gone. I'm not even here.
I think everyone out there, I speak for everyone when we appreciate your contribution to the world,
Thank you.
the contribution to wave riding, but more importantly, we really love to see how creative you are, how forward-thinking you still are and continue to be. And I like that you are so humble about what you've created here. You really just said, hey, that was 1971. This
That's
is
right.
2017.
That's
I'm
right.
thinking about
That's
other
right.
stuff.
That's right.
So let's meet your better half
Put her in
really
here.
quickly. Marsha,
Put her
come
on
on,
the hot
step
seat.
in real quick,
Put you in
Marsha,
the seat
please.
No, don't put me in the seat.
She's gonna come over here.
Camera.
So
Get the camera.
this is Marsha Morey, who has been with you every step of the way. And
She's the
how many
co-inventor.
years together now, guys?
47.
47 years together. Marsha, is he easy or tough to deal with? Depends which day I ask you or which hour I ask
She's the
you.
boss. She's the boss.
Of course. Aren't they all?
He's a dear, dear man. And the nice thing about our relationship is we've been partners, equal partners.
Yeah.
And it's like playing table tennis. You know, you banter a little bit, but you know, you're all going for the good game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
And-
roller coaster, right? Marriage. I mean, we always tell people
Yeah.
that. There's
It
times
sometimes
and
is a
bad
roller
times.
coaster, but there's the main thing that's been great for us is to be of service,
Yeah.
not just to each other, but to everyone you meet, and then you're not caught up in all the flaws.
Yeah.
You know, if you're putting out positive energy and put out positive thoughts and comments to each other,
Yeah.
that's what keeps us going high.
That's been a philosophy you guys have kind of lived by for many years, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, you know, it's so amazing to see you guys still together. You're still bouncing stuff off each other, helping each other in different ways. And
Yeah,
You
we're
know?
in this ride from here through eternity.
through eternity, not to eternity, but through eternity. That's
right.
a key.
Yeah, we're
team up like you
soulmates.
guys
That's
are.
right. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. So, you guys, I can't thank you enough for meeting us down here today. The VBC crew and all the bodyboarders around the world are stoked to see you guys, you know, on the video here, of course, but glad to see you guys are still forward thinking and having such a great attitude about life.
Great spending time with you,
Yeah.
Jay and
Always a
Vicky.
pleasure.
And I
Vicky
think to
behind the
all
camera.
those people that are out there, man, enjoy November 4th and then
Yeah.
every day after that. You know, life is about having a good time
Yep.
and sharing it with others and telling each other how you feel about each other in a loving, positive way.
Awesome words to live by. Guys, thanks so much.
Yeah.